Good afternoon, everyone. Ma'am, with your permission, shall we start the program? On behalf of the management, principal, staff and the students of the Orbis School, Mundwa, Pune, we welcome you all to the 10th annual cultural event, Orbi Theatre. This event is an appreciation for music, dance, drama and to enjoy its magic. We all have been eagerly waiting for this day. The journey has been traversing, motivating and exciting. In other words, a true celebration of learning. Our chief guest for today is Dr. Sukhwinder Kaur Bhatia. Please welcome her with a huge round of applause. It's an honor and privilege to introduce our chief guest. Presently working as an associate professor in Electrical and Communication Sciences Department at JSPM University, Pune, and also working as a head of Electronics and Telecommunication Department, JSPMS, Imperial College of Engineering and Research. Ma'am is in charge of the Texas Instruments Innovation Center and worked as a resource person for Texas Instruments Workshop on embedded system design using MSP430 and IoT applications. Awarded with Confederation of Elite Academicians by Texas Instruments Innovation Center for contribution in the field of Texas Embedded System and Design. Organized a number of faculty development and student development programs on latest technologies in augmented and virtual reality, robotics and IoT. This surely is a commendable body of work. Many congratulations to you, ma'am. The students are requested to come forward and present this. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, friends. We now request the August gathering to please rise for the school song as I invite the choir up on stage.
We began to be the stars.
heart proud of the achievers for upholding the motto of the school, Celebrate Learning. We now bring to you the best amongst the best in the scholastics and co-scholastic areas. This section of award is by all means a great accomplishment and we request thunderous applause for each winner. May I request our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Sukhwinder Kaur Bhatia, Principal Gunjan ma'am and Headmistress Anju ma'am to please come on stage. I also request the students to escort the presenters onto the stage. There isn't any area that we Orbians are not enthusiastic about. We now call upon students of class 3 who have excelled in various categories. For creative writing, public speaking and quizzes, we have Kundana Sri Suri of 3 Denip, Prarthana Prasad of 3 Raijal and Manas Sharma of 3 Cyril. For creative design, dramatics and dance, we have Ridansha Mahapatra of 3 Denip, Samaira Saraf of 3 Vega and Anshi Mahapatra of 3 Vega. For music, football and basketball, we have Mihika Yadav of 3 Raijal, Advik Sahu of 3 Vega and Pragya V. Raghavan of 3 Cyril. I request Anjuna to order. For martial arts, skating and chess, we have Aryan Jadhav of 3 Denip, Sanskrit Rai of 3 Vega and Aditya Pandey of 3 Denip. I request our principal ma'am to do the honors. Congratulations to the young achievers and thank you, ma'am. Art Miscellany is about a delicious soda party featuring the popular cartoon characters and their food travelogue exploring different cuisines of neighboring countries made with millets, as this year is an international year of millets. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move towards today's presentation and experience the much awaited extravaganza presented by the students of class 3. By being a part of this miscellany of neighboring countries, have a great time at the show. Now I hand over the stage to our little stars of the school.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Millet Festival celebrations in our village. The Disney and Indian characters are all dressed in festive attire. They are mingling, dancing and enjoying the millet, based snacks and dishes. What a fantastic celebration, folks! I have never seen anything like this. Look at all these delicious millet dishes. They are so colorful and tempting. This is truly enchanting. I feel like I am at a royal ball. Do you have millet bread here? I heard it's a German favorite. We not only have millet bread, but also some millet cookies. Do you want to have? Finally, you guys are here. Welcome to the Millet Festival, friends. Millets are the heart of our community. We have been waiting for you since this morning. So glad to see you all make it. Why wouldn't we? We always wanted to visit the Indian subcontinent, so we grabbed the invitation sent by you. I am famished. Can I have some millet cookies? Of course you can. Here you go, Cinderella. Do you know, millets have been a part of our culture for generations. They are not only delicious, but also source of strength. Millets are packed with nutrients and energy. They keep us healthy and strong. That's fascinating. Tell us more. Wow, we would love to learn more about millets and their significance. And perhaps you could try some millet-based dishes fit for royalty. As our friends dive into the Millet Festival, they'll embark on an adventurous journey to discover the wonders of millets, not just in our villages but also in our neighboring countries. We all are aware that food is fragmented into 5 different categories: dairy, vegetables, fruits, grains, and proteins. Grains are listed into cereals and pulses, which contain millets as a significant cereal. Millets are small grain, annual, warm with the cereals belonging to the grass family. Let us regenerate ourselves with cultural dance performance.
valleys, its sheer diversity of landscapes, terrains, and more. It is tagged as one of the most beautiful countries in the world.
We got to know about this fantastic country, India, the glimpse of the Hurda party. But are our neighboring countries same as India?
Let's dive into other neighboring countries. Nepal, home to the Mount Everest, is another gorgeous country close to India. The land of mountains and monasteries, Nepal is every traveler's dream destination. Here it goes. Momos, the most popular snack of Nepal. People also eat dhidu, potato curry, yak or goat, or sheep meat, milk and thukpa. Not only does momos fill you up, but the steamed oilless cuisine also provides a lot of energy. All these recipes are made with kodo, junilo, kaguno, chino, and are grown across climatic zones in Nepal. The dominant among them is the kodo.
The history of Nepal is so rich and dramatic, and the food is so authentic. I am really feeling hungry.
Talking only about food. You know, Nepalese are the most fearless soldiers called Gurkhas. This warrior community uses a local weapon called kukri to safeguard the country and defend themselves on the battlefield. Yes, that's correct. Here comes a unique display of tactics and techniques of Nepali warriors using kukri. You know, the Indian army also had a great Gurkha troops. So, let us view something spectacular coming our way. Gurkha troops with kukri.
Places are dedicated to one Lord. Can you guess who it is?
You mean to say Gautam Buddha? Was he born in Nepal? Yes, you are absolutely right.
Anyways, I have heard that Nepal's national flag is the only flag in this world which is not in rectangular shape. Isn't that unique?
Absolutely. Not only our flag, even our culture is different from yours. Come, I will show you a traditional dance which we perform during our carnival festival, which is unique too. people of Nepal.
Okay, brace yourself. Now let's zoom into another country, Bhutan, which means the land of thunder dragons.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Bhutan. The breathtaking landscapes of the snow-capped mountains of the Himalayas to lush forests and verdant valleys. The Kingdom of Bhutan, tucked away between China and India, as known as the happiest countries in the world. The capital of Bhutan is Thimphu.
The Bhutanese cuisine is influenced by Chinese, Tibetan and Indian culture. Imadachi is the national dish of Bhutan. The Bhutanese have a love affair with chilies and cheese. The main dish generally includes white or red rice and seasonal vegetable. Potato and chilies are an important component of Bhutanese diet. Maize and rice are the major crops cultivated.
Is the folk music very soothing?
Yes, the charm dance music, and charm dance is the traditional dance of Bhutan, which is performed every year in a religious festival Sechu. It has a series of mass dances performed by the villagers, monks and laymen. Let us see the performance.
Was a mesmerizing performance. Also, songs and dances live in the veins of Bhutanese people. Folk songs are performed during festivals, celebrations, and regular chores. So that explains why people in Bhutan are always happy. Come, I'll show how happy they are when they perform a folk dance.
Kid was on, do be busy, raise it up, kid was
other neighboring country. Let's visit Bangladesh, the People's Republic through my eyes. Bengali, Rasgulla, Luchi, Sandesh, Aloo Pasto, Il Sauce, yum, yum, authentic and mouth-watering delicacies specially prepared during Durga Puja. You want to try?
I wish I could visit and eat it all. Don't worry, we will enjoy the food later. First, let's enjoy the dance, which is about Ustober Bangla. Bangladesh has a rich culture and variety of finger-licking dishes. I am eager to know more about this country. Bangladesh, South Asia's greenest well, a country braided with rivers, with a rich culture. It is the only country in the world that is created on the basis of language and ethnicity, and it emerged as an independent nation in 1971. Before, it was ruled by Bengal Sultanate, founded by the king Shamsuddin Ilyas Shah.
The most famous palaces of Bangladesh are Ehsan Manzil and Banga Bhavan in the capital of Dhaka and Tajhat Palace in Rangpur. Nawabs cut their coat of fairs here. Bangladesh is a predominantly Muslim country and celebrates the joyous festivals of two Eids, Eid al-Fitr and Shab-e Barat, just like in India.
The culture, society, literature, and food are much more similar to West Bengal on the Indian side. Let's watch a traditional dance performance.
What an energizer! That was a fantastic depiction of this beautiful country. Now, let us zoom into another country, Sri Lanka. From a thrilling safari adventure into the depths of the Yalas to soothing yoga sessions among tree bushes in a cool countryside. Time to dive into the wonderful experience of Sri Lanka.
Welcome to Sri Lanka. It is also known as the Pearl of Indian Ocean and the Teardrop of India. Due to its perfect teardrop shape and being the coast of India, precious gemstones like ruby and sapphire are found here.
You know, Sri Lankan cuisine has been shaped by many historical cultures and is primarily influenced by that of southern India. Rice is a staple food. Sri Lankan cooking delivers many incredible dishes like fish curry, potu, cool curry, paripu and kevam. Finger millet, gurakan, is an important food crop grown in the rain-fed upland zone of Sri Lanka.
Wow! Speaking about history, I have also read that Sri Lanka is home to the world's oldest surviving human planted tree. Is that true? That's absolutely true. Sri Lanka is said to be home to the Sri Mahabodhi, the oldest tree ever to be planted by a human.
What about the art and dance forms?
The country has a rich artistic tradition with distinctive dance, music, and visual arts. Talking about dance and music, we'll share the traditional harvest dance of Sri Lanka, just like Baisakhi in India.
Yes, then what are we waiting for? Let's dance and swing.
What about tourism here? Something adventurous? The tropical climate and beautiful beaches make it an adventurous place for water sports like deep sea diving, snorkeling, kayaking and surfing to name a few.
The best thing that I have read about Sri Lanka is that even though it's a small island, it's jam-packed with stuff to do, things to eat, and amazing history and mythology.
Sri Lanka has a rich and elaborate mask tradition. Each mask has distinct feature, characteristic, a purpose and a story behind it. They are used in procession and for ritualistic purposes. Let us submerge in the magical, spiritual and colorful masks.
Ha ha ha! I am Kararaksha. I cure demonic diseases. Ha ha ha! Do you know who I am? I am Mayura Raksha. I bring peace, harmony and wealth.
Yes, you guessed it right. I am Guru Raksha. I bring protection and good luck. Listen, my fellow people. I subdue enemies and I bring friendship and harmony.
Look at me! Ha ha ha! I am Nagaraksha. I am known for protection from all sort of evil spirits. What an incredible journey it has been, exploring our neighboring countries, savoring their delicious cuisines, learning about their diverse cultures, and making cherished memories.
Indeed, Mickey. It's been a privilege to witness the beauty of mountains, beaches, holy temples, and islands. These experiences will stay with us forever. I've always seen such beautiful sceneries on television and thought they were elsewhere. I never knew that these beautiful places were right around our neighboring countries.
Friends, I would also like to emphasize a few important things that I learned while traveling. Another thing that struck me is the beautiful beaches and lakes. The crystal clear waters was such a pleasure to see and feel.
Travel is our best classroom, and thankfully, our holidays were spent exploring fascinating places, both near and far.
Travel gives us our greatest stories, our most cherished memories, and countless irreplaceable learnings that we can choose to pay forward to others. It also teaches us about ourselves and each other. It broadens our horizons. Just like a reset button, it forces us to refocus on what really matters.
You won't imagine how different life is in another country until you see it for yourself. By being exposed to different places, people, and cultures, you'll develop a wider world view, and that will make you a better rounded global citizen. That is a great reward and big reason why people love to travel.
They will gain awareness of new customs, cultures, people, and places. And because you are experiencing this learning in your real life, not reading in a textbook, it will stay with you for a long time. You will gain a deep sense of satisfaction with the new skills you have learned and the new insights you have gained.
It indeed was a stunning show of talent and creativity. This is exactly what we do at The Orbis, celebrate life and learning. Hope our young performers were able to sweep you off your feet with their confidence, talent and exuberance. I now request our chief guest, Dr. Sukhwinder Kaur Bhatia, to address the gathering and share her valuable thoughts.
A very warm good afternoon to one and all present over here, respected dignitaries, Mrs. Gunjan Srivastav, Mrs. Bhavna ma'am, Mrs. Joshi, all the teachers, dear parents, and above all the students who have set the stage on fire today. Let's have a great round of applause for them. Words are not enough actually to we can say applaud them. They have literally put the stage on fire with their performances one after the other, and every performance was better than the other. So it was really mesmerizing sitting over here at the Orbis Foundation School today. I just felt that maybe I've literally traveled all these Asian countries myself, and the credit goes to all the children over here. Very nice students, you have done a great job and you really deserve it. The efforts that the teachers have made in order to make all these things happen over here, they also deserve a very big applause. It has really been a great thing, because what we see the stage performances over here of 2 hours today, maybe there are months of hard work that the teachers have taken. And your students, ma'am, I must appreciate that they have turned your truly what you have confidence in them, they have brought it to the stage. Their faces, their smiles, that is really nice. We see the children happy and you see the confidence in them. They're not bothered about what the people will think. We just enjoy life. And that is most important about life, that we're enjoying it. And at this age, they are doing it. And we just wish that our children, when they are going ahead, they keep on enjoying life. They are trained enough to tackle all the pressures of life, because that is what we have to teach our children. And ma'am, your school, your institute is actually teaching them how to live the life. It is not only about academics in life. Being from an educational background myself, working in a university, we used to feel good enough that we are amongst youngsters, they keep on performing some things, we enjoy. But today I feel a little jealous, because you people are amongst these little kids and you enjoy even more. So seeing the children in front of us, you are reminding of your childhood. And this is what exactly happened with me today. I was reminded of seeing all the performances over here by the people, by the students, right? From the Bangladesh and the Bengali dance. I remembered myself also performing a Bengali dance like that, somewhere in my 3rd or 4th maybe. So this all things have been literally mesmerized me and all others. I know parents and teachers, we all take pride in our students. So this is the great thing that the school is doing over here, and the teachers are putting a lot of hard work over here. I'm really blessed and honored, madam, that you have invited me over here to be part of this August gathering, and I could come over here. It has been my privilege overall. Apart from this, the Orbis Foundation, this education that we are having, education is not for life, but it is life itself. And that is what here it is being emphasized. Everything is so planned and managed, right from the start to the end. And we could see the teachers in the starting the event. And the whole of the event was so beautifully managed by the students. So tomorrow they are going to be good managers and good people. That is more important. Their confidence didn't shake. Maybe they were coming here and there, but the way they have presented and the energy, right? From every dance that I mentioned, maybe it's from Bangladesh or Nepal or Sri Lanka or Bhutan. And also you are actually adding that quotient of GK. They are learning about their neighboring states, they are learning about their cuisines, and they are learning about their history. So also you have taken such a beautiful theme and included everything that is there. So it is really a privilege to be here today. And I'll like to add, ma'am, that we at JSPM University would definitely, if we can contribute in any manner, our management for the senior classes in terms of any guest lectures or something, will be happy to part and contribute to the society for that matter. So with these words, I'll not take much of your time also, but really again thankful to all of you, all the teachers, all the management part people and the students for giving me this opportunity and inviting me over here today. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. We will keep your words in mind as we strive to reach greater heights. I request you to be on the stage. Now I request Gunjan ma'am and Anju ma'am to present a memento to our chief guest. Thank you, ma'am. It is time to acknowledge the commendable effort put in by our teachers to make the show happen. I would like to invite them on stage as we wish to acknowledge their fantastic contribution. I would like to call Reena ma'am, class teacher 3 Vega, Arva ma'am, class teacher 3 Dennis, Shafin ma'am, class teacher 3 Writing, Priyanka ma'am, our music teacher, Rosie ma'am and Simran ma'am, our dance teacher, Swapna ma'am, our art teacher, Prajakta ma'am, our Marathi teacher, Swati ma'am, our IT teacher, and Sachi ma'am, our coordinator, for their outstanding support and guidance. A standing ovation for the team for their dedicated involvement and willingness to make this event such a celebration. And I, Shweta Brahmanya, class teacher 3 join them with pride. An event like this takes many days of planning and rehearsals. There are many hands and heads that contribute in many different ways. So here is a big thank you to each one of who has been the part of the show. We extend thanks to the chief guest and the special invitees for giving us much needed encouragement. We thank all the participants for their wholehearted support and for being actively involved in the presentation in many different ways. We appreciate your engagement and this definitely calls for a huge round of applause. I would like to take the opportunity to record our hearty thanks to the management, our principal and headmistress for their guidance and involvement at each step. We express our gratitude towards our teachers and mentors. Our special gratitude and thanks to our admin and help staff for their continued support and help. Last but not the least, we thank the students who have been brilliant on the stage and behind too. With this, we come to the end of today's cultural presentation. Hope you all enjoyed watching the students perform their best on the stage. Thank you for being a great audience. We appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Kindly rise for traditional anthem.